Sam Altman to OpenAI. After 4 or 5 days of chaos, there's a new board, there's an investigation into the original board's charge of Altman's lack of communication, and we're wondering what it means for the AI community as a whole. To talk us through it, we have one of the UAE's newest AI companies. Talal Thabit is the CEO of Haltia.AI. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Let's have a look at the bigger picture for what we have seen with OpenAI and the CEO, ex-CEO, Microsoft new business lead CEO again, Sam Altman. How damaging or not has the last 5 days' activities been to the development of AI as a whole?
The only part of this that's damaging is damaging to the board, but I don't see it as damaging to the company at all. As a matter of fact, it's probably strengthened the relationship between the profit side of ChatGPT and OpenAI with Microsoft.
Let's talk about that in a bit more detail, because one of the assumed schisms, and to be a fly on the wall in some of these discussions over the last few days, its thought has been between the commercialization of AI and the safety. Some of the board members that had gone had written papers previously, etc., on the need to go slowly and carefully. Are you saying commercialization is one?
Yes, commercialization is one, but it's really about the relationship between the commercialization and Microsoft. You got to think about it, Brandy, a little bit about what does this mean to Microsoft, right? Microsoft is already a giant, but it's losing the battle on the chip side, on the search side, right? And having control, well, 49%, I should say, actually, of the profit side of the company is huge. And then Sam Altman's and Microsoft's, shall we say, dream of having their own chips and not being held ransom to NVIDIA. So with the TPU, not the GPU, a more powerful chip just puts everything into Microsoft and OpenAI's hands.
What could it mean for the speed of development for AI in general? If you say commercialization has won, does it mean that we will start to see things move even faster across the industry as a whole?
Well, I wouldn't say faster, but what you need to do is you need to look at the actual objectives and goals of Microsoft and also OpenAI. The original goal was to reach to an AGI, right? And that is really the goal and the premise of why OpenAI was put together in 2015 between Sam and Elon. Now with this chip and with Microsoft's objectives, it's very possible that they'll have their, shall we say, their destiny in their own hands if they hold that chip.
Could it change what investors ask for in terms of governance?
100%.
Visibility when they're investing?
100%. And they should. Why not? It's their money. But let's remember, OpenAI started as a nonprofit company, right? And then Elon decides to walk away when it becomes a profit company. Walking away was not just that simple. He walked away with $1 billion supposedly to be invested in OpenAI. When you walk away with $1 billion that was supposed to be invested into a spreadsheet, you're leaving a huge hole, right? So Microsoft did not invest in OpenAI's nonprofit. It invested in its profit. So Sam has an argument. And the argument is, I've got a hold of $1 billion. I need to make money. It's that simple.
Do you expect Microsoft to insist on a seat on this board, though? More governance, more oversight?
No, because it's 49% shareholder of the profit, and that's all they care about.
Let's have a look at what you guys are doing at Haltia.AI. I've had described to me what you're building as being Siri on steroids. Which bit of the AI world are you trying to take?
Well, we're not looking for global dominance, if that's what you mean, right? We're an adaptive personal AI, and we're the most secure personal AI in the world. Security and data privacy is going to be one of the most important things in the future of AI if you're talking to your AI with the most private thoughts and and things that revolve around your life. So you're going to need security. And with the number of breaches that have happened, the last one I remember was in August with the UK electoral, right? They lost 40 million profiles. Yes, privacy is going to be really important, and we're the most private personal AI being built in the world at the moment, and it's here in the UAE.
How do you make it more private, more personal?
Well, we just don't go on the cloud, right? It's really simple. We put the LLM, the large language model, and we put it on your phone, on your device. So that means everything you engage, everything you do, it never has to connect to the cloud. As long as you don't lose your phone, you're good.
What does that mean that I need, though, in terms of memory? Do I not need?
Well, you need the latest iPhone. All right. So what we're going to launch with next year is a personal AI that's, should we say, that fits iOS, all iOS products. So the watch, the iPad, the Mac, and your iPhone.
While we are talking about investors, where are you in your funding journey at the moment?
Well, we're just about to start talking to investors about safes. Are you familiar with safe agreements, Brandy?
Talk to me.
Yeah. So a safe agreement is an agreement between us and an investor that says, look, I'll give you a little bit of money, right, as long as you give me a discount on your Series A, right? I have every intention of investing more as long as I get to see a little bit more, right? So that's what we're working with now. We'll be going into our pre-revenue raise, raising $42 million on a $280 million valuation within the next 2 to 3 months. So watch this space.
30 seconds. What's the atmosphere like for raising at the moment? We're hearing a lot about
it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. As long as your product is right, you've got the right team. We're over 30 people here in the UAE. We're over 15, and the rest are around the world. The UAE is a perfect place to do this because it's a techno-optimist nation. And is there money in AI? There is maybe a little bit less than 2021, right? But yes, it's right there.
Haltia.AI CEO Talal Thabit speaking to us this morning on the Business Breakfast.